Hey, how y'all doing? Shim Studio coming back with another quick video. We're gonna travel back in time. We're gonna go back to 1998. Okay, this is the Pokemon trading card game, the two-player starter set. And again, for some of y'all that already know, if you wanted to get a master set complete, you had to buy this in order to get the Machamp card. This is the only way that you could have got the Machamp. And then again, if you want to pause and read, go for it. But this was kind of like a big deal, you know. Especially the damage counters as these like kind of like beads. I know that there was a huge issue like late 90s, early thousands with like kids swallowing these. Hence, that's why all the theme decks after this, they all had like the cardboard punch outs for your counters. And then you had the coin, which I always thought was super cool. This is like a plastic cardboard kind of like composite, but man, the flip coins. And then let's just dive right into the cards though too. I believe mine are already split up as the two-player starter set. So we're gonna start with the fighting deck, I should say. But yeah, just man, this takes me back, man, because mine, I was always player focused. Starting out in Pokemon, I was heavily player focused. So that means like I opened up 80% of all like my Pokemon products that I bought at the store. Very rarely did I keep stuff sealed, but I always tried to have all my stuff at least in decent condition. Like this right here is, I'd say it's a pretty fairly clean copy. Even though that I played Pokemon every day as a kid, and that went on from elementary school, middle school, all the way to high school. And I remember, having my parents drop me off. Friday, I get home from school, they'd pick me up, I quick eat, they'd drop me off at the Wizards of the Coast Brick and Mortar store at my local mall, and then I'd have them drop me off Saturday morning from like 9 a.m. like till about like maybe 1 or 2. I played the card game a lot. Like that's how much I was invested into like learning to play the card game. Like this is a big part of my childhood, and Pokemon will never leave me. Like I said, I've been with Pokemon for about over 25 years of my life, and you know what? It's probably one of the best things of my life, honestly. You meet a lot of people, you meet a lot of friends, but like, look at this old art. Like, we're never gonna have old art like this ever again. Like, and that was cool. Like, they gave you the card list you could check off as you went, and then they gave you all the other decks that were released. And again, I have all of these, but what's nice is if you're ripping open booster boxes and you have like a bunch of extra cards, you can assemble these decks without purchasing them. I always thought that was pretty cool. And again, that's same true to this very day. Like, shoot, even now, you could like go back, find a deck list online, and you could build that deck without having to buy these at like a premium cost now, You can like skip all that. But man, like this just takes me back. Like this was my childhood. I just want y'all to know that, like, man. And again, y'all, I just wanted to go back in time. I just want to show you, start you off with the two-player starter set, because this is how I started off as a kid. It was a two-player starter set, and then we waited a couple months, and then, then the booster boxes hit the stores and the store shelves. But this at your local card store, this was one of the first Pokemon products that they ever carried. These, and then slowly all the other decks would filter in on their shelves as well. But man, like, going back to these, oh my gosh. And again, some of these cards are in a lot nicer condition than others. It just depended on how much I played with them and like abused them. But so far the camera's picking them up. Like these, some of these are actually still light play, but I'd say just heavy play. Heavy play. I don't really care for ever selling this particular set. Like this, I bought as a kid. Like that's how crazy this is. And like the box is in really great shape for being over 25 years old now, which is insane. But you know, really quick, I think what was stung for me, because I was so heavily invested into Pokemon as a kid and all the way till now, just when Wizards of the Coast, when they, you know, stopped doing the whole brick and mortar system, they stopped having those physical stores, and then they dumped Pokemon. You know, I understand as an adult now, but man, as a kid, that did hurt a lot. Like I appreciated and like admired the Wizards of the Coast growing up as a kid, and it's like, you know, obviously this was like the main card game that I really gravitated towards to, you know, like again, just I totally understand. You know, they had a whole other, they shifted their business model and focus and attention too. So I don't blame them at all. It's just I just wanted to bring that up, y'all, because you know I have over 250,000 vintage Pokemon cards, and we probably won't get through all of them, but I want to show you like most of them. So I'm gonna slowly start digging those out of my walk-in closet for y'all. But October's looking fun, and I'm building a sealed product of the new 151, so we'll be cracking those open here fairly soon. So have a good rest of the weekend, everybody. As always, stay safe, have fun.